Well, the Pokemon Infinite Fusion recording, it's still a few seconds behind. Not much that I can do right now. But, anyway. Hi, everybody. Starlight Aquamarina here, coming to you live with another episode of Pokemon Infinite Fusion. Otherwise known as I try to play a game without going crazy. Anyway, I don't know if the mic on my webcam is picking this up, but it is storming right now. I just mentioned it. I actually had to sent a tweet out. Basically, yeah, it is storming right now, and it's gonna be that way for a good chunk of this week. So, yeah, if the power goes out or the stream goes out, yeah, you'll probably likely know why. Anyway, so I mentioned that this past week, I've actually been very busy with job hunting and spending time with my loved ones. Well, that's officially done now, so we're back to our regularly scheduled broadcast streams until July. You see, I actually decided that basically I am going to actually take July off for the sake of summer vacation stuff. I will keep you guys up to date on that. Well, I'll keep you guys update on that when I post the tweet out. I will probably send the tweet out probably towards the end of the month because I want to make sure that everyone knows ahead of time. Yeah, I believe I actually will basically take most of July off until around July 22nd. Yeah, sorry it took me about 15 minutes to get the stream started. OBS is having a hard time basically loading up the Pokemon Infinite Fusion Mr. Green. Yeah, starting on I think I will need to figure out when the last day of streams will be. I'm actually because I don't stream on Fridays and my streams are basically from Saturday to Tuesday. There's a good likelihood that the last stream will be on the 1st of July, which will be the start of the new month and the start of my vacation. And I'm actually figuring out if I'll probably basically be gone until either the 22nd or the 29th, one of those 2 days. So yeah, in case some of you may have had someone to basically give you guys up to date, I actually changed the stream schedules now. So not only to accommodate basically to have a stream for 2 hours so that people who didn't come in early at the start of the stream could actually still watch, but also basically wouldn't be left out entirely. So I try to basically keep it consistent with 2 hours. Also, all of the streams that are currently going on right now will now have new times. I actually updated it on the Twitch channel. You can actually check it out on the Twitch channel. There should be basically something there for it. So yeah, I'm gonna be basically have a new stream schedule. However, again, since I'm actually currently job hunting at the moment, I actually may need to accommodate my stream schedules in tandem with my work schedules if I do get hired somewhere. So basically, if I end up being unable to stream at certain times, then I will need to figure that out in the future. Anyway, so the other final thing I should probably mention before we get started is that I officially now made a Patreon. Yay! I made a Patreon! So, I actually have the Patreon link posted on one of my more recent tweets, but I'm going to update my current pinned comment on my Twitter, which has all my social media links, including the Twitch channel, and just basically add the Patreon link. So, if you like what I do, you could donate to my Patreon. Currently, as of right now, so just pull up the Patreon real quick. because I also am I'm actually also an artist. And I'm not sure if some of you could tell, but I actually made my model myself, so I am an artist. So some of this basically is partly due to arts, due to art-related things. But yeah, I actually have a few tiers. I actually just kind of pull this up real quick, just hopefully it won't waste any more time. Yeah, it's storming right now, so if the stream cuts out, that's probably why. There we go. Yeah, I actually have a Patreon now, so if you like what I do and want to support me, then go check out my Patreon. I actually never used Patreon before, so I may be doing a couple things wrong here, but currently I have 4 tiers. One of them is a limited one. The first one is just $1 a month, and I do plan on actually opening a Discord server. There's one for $1 a month, one for $5 a month, one for $10 a month, and one that's $15 but is limited slots. $1 will get you access to the Discord server that is to be open. So if you want to, so yeah, I actually do plan on making a Discord server, since it would probably be something nice to bring people together to talk. For those of you who actually use Discord. So yeah, $1 one is access to the Discord server once it's officially opened, but also so that isn't the only thing there. I also have another thing. One, in addition to the Discord server access, which will eventually open up eventually. Maybe during my vacation in July, I can work on getting the Discord server opened, maybe. But yeah, other than the Discord server access, which is the Discord server will be opened, eventually will be opened hopefully will be opened soon. $1 a month will also get you a custom emote sketch, since I know seeing people make custom emotes. So it gets you one custom emote sketch, which I will send to you, send the picture to you, and then you can either do the whole line art process yourself, because I don't think I'm the best at line arting. But yeah, if you actually want to support me on Patreon, you can actually basically the $1 a month tier. $5 will also get you access to the Discord server once it's officially opened. Your Twitch username will be read at the end of my streams, or if you don't have a Twitch username, you can just a different username, like your username. I'll read it at the end of my streams. Just basically have to note that I actually remember to do that. And the other thing is that with the $5 a month tier, it's also would be one additional thing, which is 5 custom emote sketches or 5 custom emote line arts. So with the latter, I would actually line art these emote sketches, and that you can do the coloring. And if you actually want to color your emotes yourself. $10 a month will actually also let you access to the Discord server, 5 fully colored custom emotes, and with the $5 tier, your Twitch username will be read at the end of the streams. And finally, the limited one, which I currently have it set to 10 patrons, but I'll probably decrease the number if that's too many. The $50 tier is that you can make a special game request that I'll have to stream that's outside of my usual comfort zone. Basically games that can be from genres like horror, first-person shooters, battle royales, and MOBAs. So basically, this is actually something that if you want me to actually make a very special request. So basically, if you want to see me be terrified by playing FNAF, then here's your chance. So yeah, if you actually want to do that, if you actually like what I do and you want to support me, go check out my newly made Patreon. You don't have to do it right away. I'm still trying to work out the kinks in Patreon because I never used a Patreon before. But if you like what I do, I want to support me, check out my Patreon and see if you want to actually do one of the tiers if you want to. Again, the Discord tiers ones are gonna have to. I will actually need to figure out how to get the Discord server, make my own Discord server. I'll probably figure that out maybe at some point. Hopefully it won't take long to open the Discord server so that it will actually be much more incentivized. So yeah, after all that rambling, let's finally get started. So where we left off in Pokemon Infinite Fusion is that we've struggled our way to the Mount Moon Pokemon Center to basically heal, only to find that the nurse is missing. Where is she? Well, only one way to find out. We gotta go into Mount Moon. Or is this gonna be an unsolved mystery? Ooh. I actually apologize if the game is actually stutters even more than usual. It just basically kind of feels like it would just take a long period of time. And since I'm streaming for 2 hours now, hopefully, my goal before the end of this stream is that I get to Cerulean City and basically beat Misty once I get there. Now, I actually haven't taken a look at, haven't actually done any of the off-screen grinding yet, so we're going straight into Mount Moon after I take a look at my squad members. So, I want to do some, DNA splicer nonsense at some point. I didn't bring my water bottle today. So, I didn't bring my water bottle with me today. Because, yeah, it was actually started to get dark and cloudy, so I had to rush home from where I was. I was actually out earlier, and I had to run home. And I had to run home because it started to get stormy. The weather was getting gray and cloudy, so I had to run home. And I actually left my water bottle somewhere, and I forgot to grab it. So no water bottle today. Yeah, I don't know if the camera can pick up the sounds going on outside, but yeah, it is stormy right now. Alright, while we wait, again, I actually need to learn how to basically keep the dead air from happening, because the dead air gets kind of boring, especially when your laptop is a potato and has a hard time loading things up when multiple things are running at once. For basically some of you who basically may or may not know, I actually have 4 things running right now. VTube's video, the Twitch chat overlay, which I'm using, which I've now basically committed to using since I can actually see the comments now. The game itself, and OBS likes to be garbage at times. So yeah. I actually kind of noticed that there'll probably be some dead air. I'm actually experimenting with the schedule. Hopefully, tomorrow, since supposed to stream Stardew Valley on Sundays, we'll be back to Pumpkin Town before you guys know it, if you actually like the Stardew Valley streams, or at least what little ones I did. Oh, there you are. Where were you? Hey. Hey, nurse. I'm inside. Oh, here's completely overrun. I'm badly injured when attacked by thugs. I'm trying to train the best I can, but I can't leave the other people injured when I'm not wrong either. Whoa! Oh hey, it's Brock! His injuries are significant. Anyway, you might be able to treat it better than I can. You're the Ferrazzo expert after all. I'll see what I can do. You say that was the doing of a group of thugs that's been attacking trainers? Can't be good. I'm glad that you're here too. You came at the right time. I'll be busy treating this Geodude's injured for now, but someone needs to go investigate who's been behind all of these attacks and what they're after. Diamond Shields and Pokemon Petals, I can't think of anyone else who'd be more suited to the task than you. I'm gonna go back to the Pokemon Center too. All the Pokemon are waiting for me. Honestly, that part of the subtitle kind of feels kind of dumb now, especially since I know where the nurse is. Alright. Maybe I should have done the cutscene with Nurse Joy before I actually went into the Pokemon Center to end the last stream. Oh well. Whatever. Alright, something I actually kind of want to do is actually fuse... Wait, I have Igglybuff and Cleffa. Maybe I could stream the two, but confuse the two? That would be perfect. Do I have to defuse, Right. Okay, now that we're finally healed, let's make our way through Mount Moon. I really want to actually be able to go through Mount Moon and beat Misty before the end of tonight's stream. And also because I was about roughly 12 or so minutes late to start, because it ate a Starlight Alpha Marina stream if something doesn't go wrong. Oh, hello! Oh, hi! Oh, yeah, somebody. Hi! Hi! Hello! 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 You're actually in time. You're actually in time. We're going into Mount Moon now. Mostly, been dead air, mostly. Alright. So, basically, since I was off... Yep, I got this. With a... It's getting really bad outside. It's actually storming right now. So yeah, again, I mentioned this at the beginning. If the stream cuts out completely and completely dies, that's because it's storming right now, and yeah, it's storming right now, and that may end up causing a power outage or something. So, yeah, I don't know if the mic can pick up the sound of the hard rainfall, but yeah. Thanks. So while we wait for this Pokemon encounter, so how was everybody's week? So I've actually been watching I binge watched the episodes of Demon Slayer Swordsman Village arc that I was behind on. And then I'm on time too, because the finale episode airs tomorrow? Yeah, tomorrow. So since we're basically trying to diffuse some of the dead air that basically goes on from having a leak. I don't know if it's because of the version of the game I'm using, the fact that my internet is trash, the fact my laptop's a potato, although I think it's actually taking a long time, from my end, it's actually taking a long time for an encounter to show up. Maybe I should buy repels at some point and just essentially off-screen any potential catches that are noteworthy. Oh, the music is loud? Hold on. I have my mic plugged in, so just try to tab into OBS. It's gonna probably take a bit because of the laptop being a potato. I've never actually watched Handyman in Another World. I'm actually kind of either or when it comes to isekais. I like ReZero, but I think isekai has kind of become a bit of an overbloated genre with recent anime seasons. Honestly, I should have actually mentioned that ReZero was one of my favorite anime on the debut stream, now that I think about it. Also, I remembered Rosen Maiden being another one of my favorites. I probably should have also mentioned Rosen Maiden. There we go. Plain old Cleffa. I actually haven't watched the controversial Rising of the Shield Hero. I actually technically have a Cleffa. It's actually fused with a Nidoran female, so it's Nidofa, I think it was called. But I'm gonna try to catch this Cleffa because I have an Igglybuff in the box, and I want to actually try to fuse the two because it'll be fun. Come on. Oh wait. Oh wait, I think I was like trying to tap. There we go. Let's see, what other... Well, I actually need to actually finish Jujutsu Kaisen Season 1 because Season 2 actually starts during this core. I'm about halfway through Season 1 of Jujutsu Kaisen. I also need to finish Season 1 of Sugar Apple Fairy Tail because its Season 2 is also starting at the summer core. Another isekai. Wait, hold on. I forgot. I only have one Pokeball. Let's just not catch the Cleffa. Come back to it later. But yeah, another isekai anime that I do like is Konosuba. It's actually really funny. Meet up my phone. I actually currently been watching the newer Konosuba anime that's focused entirely on Megumin. I haven't seen Mushoku Tensei either. I actually am not going to actually talk about Mushoku Tensei, as you know, because one, I have not actually watched it. I'm not comfortable talking about anime that I'm not as familiar with, that I haven't watched yet. Or at least watched most of. Honestly, one of the biggest reasons I haven't actually watched Mushoku Tensei is that even though it's technically a lot of people would call it technically I guess you would call it the grandfather of isekai, the modern isekai genre. The questionable content that I've heard about it kind of turned me off from it, so I don't want to watch that. It's probably not a big factor, maybe, but still. Let's see, what else have I actually been watching? I think I mentioned in a prior stream, the previous Pokemon Infinite Fusion stream, that I actually been watching Oshi no Ko. But I actually did went into a very serious discussion about some of the recent discourse about some of the more recent episodes of Oshi no Ko and how the fandom has been reacting to it, and I don't want to get into that again because I don't want to actually be the kind of person that is really serious and potentially bring people down, even though this kind of topic should be handled with tact and seriousness. Oh my god, this poor thing! Way to kill the serious mode class fast! Oh my god! One Pokeball, and I don't want to waste streaming time going all the way back. Plus, Zubats are freaking everywhere in these games anyway, so if I needed to get a Crobat at some point, I could just get one of the Zubat later. But yeah. So yeah, I'm not going to go into deep serious discussion on Oshi no Ko. Basically the short discussion is I like Oshi no Ko, and what I'm watching it so far. The ED song for it, Mephisto, is actually my favorite. I actually kind of bit of an unpopular opinion with Oshi no Ko. I actually like it more than the OP song Idol. But yeah. Basically, short answer is, I like Oshi no Ko, but it makes it kind of the way the people have been acting in regards to recent discourse about it, and the way they're treating the situation is actually makes me ashamed to say that I like Oshi no Ko so far. But we're gonna leave it at that. If you want to know, if you really want to actually hear the really deep in discussion, go watch the VOD from the previous VOD on the YouTube channel. If you really want to actually know more. So, yeah. Anyway. Beating all these trainers was almost too easy. We're almost invincible as a group. That's nothing. Just wait until the boss is new project is fully operational. We'll be truly invincible then. Totally. Anyway, we should probably go now. We've had our fun with these limbs, but it's still pretty deep into the game. We'll miss it if we keep wasting any more time here. Oh, the good thing putting that rock in the way. The lesser chances of having some random brat wandering in, the better. Bruh. Subtle. Oh, a rare candy. That will have to come in handy later. Okay, what else have I also been, watching? I mentioned Hiragara's Sky Pretty Cure already. Demon Slayer Swordsman's Village arc wraps up at the end, tomorrow, I think. I need to catch up with the episodes I'm behind for Jigokuraku. I might actually, do I want to use the escape road or do I want to keep going? Yeah, I'm gonna hang on to this rare candy later. I'll likely might actually need it later. My personal rule of thumb with the rare candies is that I basically would actually keep holding on to keep it on hand in case I need to use it. Hold on. Did I get the HM for Rock Smash, or do I have to go back? Oh! No. Looks like I think I might need to go back. Whatever. This might actually give me an opportunity. Well, this probably will give me an opportunity to go back to Pewter City to get some more Pokeballs. Since I only have one, and I want to be able to catch some things. Hey, since I actually have 3 DNA Splacers currently right now, who wants to see me try to fuse something after I grab more Pokeballs? I want to actually try to fuse the Igglybuff I currently have in the box with a Cleffa inside the Mountain Moon. Also, I think I may have forgotten to grab the HM for Rock Smash before I left. Trainer Bite. Alright, so... what time is it? It's 8:47 over here. Yeah, I actually am streaming at different, times, with different time zones now. So yeah, basically, they're currently up on the Twitch channel right now. So if there's a particular stream, if there's a particular one of my streams that you actually want to actually see, make sure you check the Twitch channel and their current schedules if there's one particular one you want to see. Since I'm experimenting with the time zones because I actually want to time slots because I want to actually accommodate more for some of my viewers. Since when I check, because I keep checking my Twitch analytics, and well, a good chunk of it, you guys are from the US. A surprising amount of you are also from Germany, which is quite surprising. So I want to actually try to accommodate for a bunch of people with a different time zones, which while it is nighttime over here, it might actually be morning or very, very early morning or during the day for another place. So I want to actually try to accommodate for those, and try to accommodate as wide of an audience as possible. And that also includes basically if there's a particular stream series that some of y'all will like, then I want to actually accommodate for that. Yeah, it's basically kind of downpouring still. I think my starter might be one level away from evolving into Wartortle. I can't speak no English. Maybe I could switch train the new guy when the last one comes out. I didn't one-shot it. There is a particular Pokemon I do want to actually catch and fuse with my starter. I want to actually try fusing Squirtle with Oddish. Or Gloom if I actually get one, if I don't get one till later. So yeah. Okay, it looks like hitting the bug catcher will actually give me more money for Pokeballs, since I need a lot of them. Yeah. Yeah, Lucky Fly is not going to be a permanent team member As much as I adore this beautiful little thing. I wonder if I should also off-screen some trainer fights so that it's not as monotonous. Alright. I think we're almost back. I think I may or may not have forgotten to grab the Rock Smash HM for this game. I have Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green burned in my memory. How was I supposed? I'm pretty sure I have to get Rock Smash in a different way. Alright. Alright, let's go inside and see how many Pokeballs I can buy. Also, something I also need to actually keep in mind, what happens if I run into a shiny? That actually is another question I have about this game that I will need to figure out. What happens if I run into a shiny Pokemon? And what happens if I fuse that shiny with another Pokemon that isn't a shiny? So, like, what happens if I run into a shiny, I don't know, Oddish? Nidoran? Whatever. What happens if I run into one of those? And what happens if I actually fuse the shiny with another Pokemon that isn't a shiny? Like, say, I don't know, a Pichu? What happens if that happens? Do I lose the shiny? Is the fusion a shiny? Or one half of it is shiny? Or does the whole thing become shiny? Honestly, actually, for those of you who already played this game and may or may not have found a shiny Pokemon, what happens if you fuse a shiny Pokemon with a Pokemon that is not a shiny? Unless someone else had actually tested it out. If you wanted to do that, and try to do that, make sure you don't have autosave turned on, because I don't know if fusing the Pokemon will autosave it. But if you have a shiny in Pokemon Infinite Fusion and you want to test the theory out, do that. But just make sure you don't overwrite the save if you lose the shiny during the fusion, or if you have to de-splice the fusion. I'm actually really curious. I'm actually serious. I'm actually really curious. For some of you who actually have a shiny Pokemon in Pokemon Infinite Fusion, what happens if you fuse a shiny Pokemon with a non-shiny? Does the whole fusion become shiny? Does part of it become shiny? Does it not become shiny at all? If you defuse the shiny from wherever Pokemon you fused it, do you lose the shiny? Is the shiny intact? Or does the fused Pokemon that you fused it with also become shiny? Yeah. I actually want to know. Oh, okay. I mean, alright. What can I solve? As much as I want to keep holding on to the rare candy for later, I need the money. I need the cash back now. It's more important. It's more important. always buy Pokeballs. Let's get 10 of these and buy a couple more. Honestly, I'm actually curious. Let's buy the same amount of these as I have these guys, and we're gonna spend the rest on Pokeballs. And I get a bonus Premier Ball out of it. The Pokeballs are more important. Plus, I'm pretty sure I can find more rare candies. The rare candies are probably not as important right now, at least at the moment. I can always find more. The money and the Pokeballs are more important right now. Actually, hold on, I want to actually do a reverser. Since these things you can actually... With these things, you can actually, seems that you can actually use these things to reverse the fusion. So, time for a quick little experiment. The inverse fusion. I'm gonna inverse fuse, Lucky Fly. Alright, first, technically first fusion. Let's see what happens. Lady Free. That is cute. That's actually kind of cute. That's really cute. Especially with the ladybug pattern. That was probably worth it. It was worth it. Alright, now that I got a... let's actually go grab the Igglybuff from the storage, from the Pokemon, from the PC. After all, so we have friendship-based evolutions, I think, and probably in this game, I think. So, yeah, I think it's probably best if I just take out the Igglybuff, and when I get to the club, I can fuse them together. Alright, there we go. Get you in here. Although, we do actually have Ledian to actually take into account. I think, if I remember right, I think Ladybug evolves into Ledian at around level 20, 25? Somewhere around there. So, yeah, once Lucky Fly reaches to whatever level Ladybug evolves into Ledian, it will probably also evolve and will also look completely different. Although, I'm actually really curious about the Butterfree Ledian fusion. Alright, yeah, now I actually will need to actually go into the Mount Moon. Because I actually have to if I actually end up having to be like, stuck messing around the rest of the stream, at the very least, I should probably get through Mount Moon. Okay, so yeah, I think circling back to trying to basically fill in the dead air from like having to wait for my blank screen to stop being a blank screen. What can I talk about that I haven't already talked about? Okay, I got one. So, what's your most Nah, I actually think it might be this, like, I think it's probably a combination between, this fan game being, like, probably requiring a lot of processing power since it's not a ROM hack. And also, again, as I always call my laptop is a potato, so it probably can't handle it as well. Not to mention, I'm streaming this stupid thing, so I actually have to basically also take into account running a few different apps at once. Like, seriously, I have the Twitch chat overlay up so that I can be able to see the chats. We also have VTube Studio up, this game running, and OBS for the streaming, since I actually stream my Twitch streams with OBS. So, and OBS is probably rather somewhat demanding. And also, my internet is kind of garbage right now, so... And also, I think the bad weather is not helping it. I have a mouth, and I must scream. Anyway... so, yeah... I think this is actually a Pokemon fan game that's rather probably somewhat, demanding, especially if you're streaming it. Not much I can do on the laptop being a potato end because I don't have another monitor, so this is actually the only one I have. Yeah, it's working. Yeah, it's working. Yeah, it's working. So, yeah. Now, basically, the question I was actually gonna ask is, what's your most anticipated summer anime in the upcoming Summer Core? I already just mentioned that I want to actually watch Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2 and Sugar Apple Fairy Tail Season 2, but I gotta finish their first seasons first. Right, back to Mount Moon we go. Let's find ourselves a Cleffa. Oh, also, I should probably save just in case my potato laptop decides to go kapooey and basically freeze. Let's actually stay close to the exit so that if I successfully get the Cleffa, I can easily run out of the Pokemon Center if I need to. Let's catch ourselves a Zubat, actually. I have a Poison Fairy with my little Cleffa. Am I getting Maiden Abyss? I'm trying to... I don't know, isn't there basically a... Are you talking about the supposedly upcoming Maiden Abyss anime that continues from Golden City of the Scorching Sun? Actually, speaking of Maiden Abyss, I actually watched the first season of Maiden Abyss because I wanted to watch a shorter anime that is about 13 episodes or less as a palate cleanser. Yeah, and I actually did enjoy Maiden Abyss. One of the last That one episode though was brutal though. I think it was episode 9 or episode 10. I think it was episode 9. That episode, I think it was episode 9. That episode was brutal. It got kind of hard to watch though. But yeah. Also, the OP song in Made in Abyss, Deep in Abyss is an absolute bop. Sometimes it's actually kind of like in my rotation of anime OPs and EDs that I sometimes like to listen to once or twice, a few times a day. Some of the other ones are actually Gurren's, the opening from the original Demon Slayer anime. Yeah, I basically watched Madoka. I watched Madoka Magica. So honestly, if you actually watch your first 2 seasons looking anime that gets unexpectedly dark, you probably aren't going to be as disarmed by it. I'm actually going to keep the Zubat in case I want to keep the Crobat. Zubat, Crobat. I had to do this. I'm sorry. Sorry, it's too easy of a pun. Again, another friendship-based evolution, though. I wonder what I could actually fuse up a Crobat with later on once the Zubat is evolved with Crobat. What should I fuse it with? Especially if I end up having to swap out Nova at some point. Actually, something I'm actually curious about is I wonder how long do I have to play in the game before I can get Plusle and Minun? They're not the best Pokemon. They're electric mice. They're Pika clones, so they're not going to be strong. Unless your name is Togedemaru or Mimikyu, you're not going to be that strong. But something I want to know is, well, I don't know if some of you know this story, but I feel like this actually kind of feels like a bit of story that I know for years. It's of the legendary Fakemon called Manuscle, which is a fusion of Plusle and Minun. What happens if I get Plusle and Minun and I fuse those two? Will we get a reference to the Manuscle fake league, Fakemon Manuscle, or is it gonna be something more mundane? But yeah, in terms of the summer animes that probably in the summer core, trying to remember. Basically, I do have the summer core 2023 summer core stuff that I do want to watch. I would say that I'm excited for Jujutsu Kaisen season 2 and Sugar Apple Fairy Tail season 2, but I gotta finish their first season first. Also, trying to remember. I'm trying to remember. Oh, hold on a second. I gotta take this call real quick. Hold on. I'll be back in a sec. Hey, what's going on? It's not 10 yet. Okay. Alright. I need some time to basically wrap up my stream and to pack it up before I get here. Alright. Alright, bye. Alright, I'm back. Okay, so yeah, I actually just got a call. I'm actually needed somewhere right now. So yeah, it's 9:12. Yeah. Alright. So yeah, unfortunately I'm actually needed somewhere, so I have to wrap up the stream right now. So will I catch the Clefable before I go crazy from the slowdown? Anyway, so make sure to check out my newly made Patreon if you like what I do and you want to support me. So if you like what I do and you want to support me, check out my new Patreon. I'll update the current pinned tweet with the link to my Patreon, and I'll try to update the Twitch channel to also include the link. So if you like what I do, make sure to check out the Patreon, and if you want to support me, do that. Tomorrow, hopefully, with the weather, if the weather lightens up and it isn't as bad tomorrow, we'll be picking up where we left up with Stardew Valley. Yeah, I haven't streamed that in a while. Sorry for everybody who likes the Stardew Valley streams. Anyway, we'll be picking up where we left out with Stardew Valley, and the schedule will still be as normal with the new time slots. Make sure to check out the Twitch channel. Follow my Twitter for the to keep up to date. Follow my Twitch channel if you want to. Support me on Patreon, my new Patreon if you want to. I'll have all those links updated. So thanks for coming to this lesser than 2-hour stream. Hopefully the weather isn't as garbage tomorrow. So see you soon. See you. Have a good morning, good afternoon, or good evening for wherever you are. Bye.